Okay, welcome to ITS 129, Project 2. And it looks like, there's some problems. If you have a Mac and you're trying to install MySQL via AMPPS, there's some problems. So if you got Big Sur, there are some problems. If you have older versions of the Mac, Catalina works, it should be okay with AMPPS. However, if you do have Big Sur, we're gonna have to do a workaround. And I have this over here. There's some problems. We're gonna have to go to MySQL.com and download a couple of different things. So we gotta go ahead and download a version of MySQL first, 21, which is an older version, as well as a little bit older version of the Mac of Workbench. Okay, so let's go to it. So, and it's going to look a little bit different because I'm not operating off of a Mac machine, but it's pretty similar. So you come here, you click on, go to MySQL.com, downloads, right? MySQL Community GPL downloads. And then the first one you need to do is MySQL Community Server. Yeah. And then you select Mac OS, right? And the one that you want is this first one over here, DMG archive. If you look for previous versions for the Mac, it doesn't have it. So that button doesn't work for this guy over here. So come back one again, community server, Mac OS, and you want to download this one. Okay. Then the second thing you want to download is you go back to that again, my community download. Instead of community server, you go to Workbench. Yeah, and Workbench again, Mac OS. Now, can I use this 23 again? 23, we have problems with that 23 over there. Yeah, the 22 has a bug, downgraded to 21, right? So what you do is you come here and then you go and look for archives, yeah, and then look for, again, Mac OS, and maybe like a 21 or 19 even, yeah? So that should work. Yeah, let me see. Well, what did the picture say? The picture said you should try Workbench 19, okay? So maybe, well, let's go try 19 then, 2019 here. And then you download that guy. Okay. Once you download it, then what you do is I have it downloaded over here. Then you do the community server first, not the Workbench, the other one. So I just double click it. On the Mac, you're going to have to put it into the apps, right? And you're going to have to also, you'll be prompted a couple of times for, prompted a couple of times for security. So you come over here, and it looks a little bit different, but you're pretty much gonna go ahead and, go ahead and click here. I'm gonna do my server only, this guy, and execute. And it's gonna do it. It's gonna be fairly quick. Okay, so you do your server first. Yeah, server first over here. And then next, and then execute, and then installing. Again, fairly quick. Yeah, so once you got that guy going, then you finish it. Then what you do is now you do the Workbench. Now Workbench is just a pretty face. It's phase 2 MySQL. So you click here. You can put it wherever you want on your Mac. It's going to be in apps, complete, install, right? And so it's going to install. again, on your Mac, it's going to ask for you to put in your Mac password, username, password, a couple times for both the workbench and for the community server. So you're going to have to do that. Okay, so once it's complete, then it's done over here. Okay, then it's going to look like this. Okay, now the first time you get started, you click on the plus over here. Yeah, and then you have to do a configure server management. And then you click on yes over here, and it's got to find it. Yeah. Now, you know, if it doesn't find it over here, it could be because, you know, your SQL Server is not started. So I'm gonna come back to it like this, come back over here, and then cancel out. And then what I'm gonna do is on my Windows machine, I think on the Mac, you're going to have to go to apps and get it started. Yeah. So, but on my Windows machine, I have to bring up Task Manager and then Services. And I have to look for MySQL. Is MySQL here? MySQL is not here. Okay. Like this over here. Anyway, you're going to have to get it started over there. I'm just going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to come to my C drive, program files, MySQL, and then server. And then I'm going to come over here and look for bins. And I'm just going to double click on this thing called this guy over here. So that gets it started. Yeah, so I should be started. And if I come here to my task manager, I should see it. Processes. Yeah, so my workbench is running. My workbench is running over there, workbench. But what about my MySQL? Yeah? MySQL. Okay, so gotta get that guy going in order for this thing to work as well. So, let me go try that again. Okay, like this. I got my, get this guy. I'm gonna do it one more time. Work server, okay, good. I'm gonna go and reconfigure on it over there, authentication. Next, strong password. Oh yeah, sorry, I have to go and get this guy started. So you have to get it started on your Mac. Okay, so watch now, I'm gonna come here and then I have to go and reconfigure here. And I'm gonna just make a weak password. You will have to, on a Macintosh, you have to be 8 characters. On Windows, I can just type in whatever I want. Okay, and then I click on next, here, standard account, next, and then execute, and it's gonna get it started. Okay, starting the server. Oh, that's good, that's a positive. So once I got that started, then I can proceed. So I come back here, click on the plus, configure server management, click on next. I got to type in my password. You will have to type in your password. Next. Next. I'm just going to bypass this one. That's not important. Finish. Okay, then I'm going to put it over here. I'm just going to give it a name. You can give it whatever name you want. Test the connection. It should be successful. Then you click on OK. Then when to get in, you click on root. Click on this guy, and you should be able to get in. Yeah. So as we work more towards this, we will be creating different things. So a schema is what is known as your database, right? So right now I don't have any, but if I wanted to make one, I can click here on this little barrel looking thing, and I'm going to type in Dale and apply and finish. So now I have a Dale database. If I wanted to do a table, I click here, create table, right button, click table, and I'm going to give it new Dale, whatever, right? Just give it a name, put in a column over here, ID, You know, whatever it is, I'm going to maximize. So it is primary key, F name, yeah, like this, F name, click, click, F name, like this for char, like this. And then I apply, and I got, it's going to do this and apply, and it's going to create a table, right? What's going on over there? Apply changes. Okay. So like this, so I should have a table, new deal. Yeah, and if I close this guy, I can close this guy. And if I come here to my query, I can do an insert, and we're going to be doing a lot of this now. Insert into new Dale, values, 1, comma, Nakasone, whatever, apostrophe. And when I execute it, new Dale values, Nakasone. Okay, what kind of columns are you? Okay, like this, I thought I did this. Oh, sorry. Nakasone over here, semicolon. Let me go. Okay, so it should be okay. No default, so I have to go over here, use Dale, sorry. Come over here, use Dale, semicolon. Okay, so that's good. So now if I did a new SQL tab, and I do select all from new Dale, yeah, I should see Dale and 1 and Nakasone, right? Okay, so that should be how you do it. And we had to do, again, we had to do it this way if you have Big Sur. If you have Catalina, AMP should work. Yeah, okay. I'm going to post this with Wiki 8.